up here. If you like to use this.
This one.
You can write them in there.
Okay. May.
A letter slide is just one of many ways of reinforcing words and patterns within them. Other activities may include tape work, crosswords, mazes,
Day.
fill the gap, letter close exercises, and matching the clues.
And bay.
Okay. Yes. Can you think of some more and words, Paul? I'm going to make a list of them, and then for homework you can put them in your book. And if we think of some more A words, you may be able to write them on the letter slide and write them into your book.
Okay.
You do that at home during the week.
Mm.
So can you think of some more and words?
Band.
Right.
Band.
Now, what are you doing if you don't sit down? If you are not sitting, you
Stand.
stand. That's the same family.
Stand. Right.
I was looking through the story about mud bricks, Paul, and I found a word that we could build on. The word is mix,
Mm-hmm.
and I put this onto a card here. Now we can put things at the beginning of a word, and that's called a prefix. And if we put an ending to a word, that's called a suffix. I just mentioned those words to you. You may not remember them, but that's what they're called. All right?
Okay.
Now these are the prefixes and suffixes we can add. Now, do you recognise any of those?
Oh, the ing.
Yes, we've had that one before,
That
haven't
one.
we?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And this one is re,
Re.
and this is a word ending, "ed," that we often put on to the end of a word. If we put it on the end of this word, it says mixed.
Mixed. Mixed. Mixed.
Now, can you put some of these onto the word? I'll take that one away.
Mm-hmm.
And can you put those onto the word and build another one?
Another one. Well, we've done. I can have mixing. Mixing the mud.
Mixing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mixing.
Mixing.
Okay. Mixing.
That's right. Could you use this one?
By breaking words into base words, prefixes and suffixes, Paul is better able to understand how words are built up. By placing the parts of words on flashcards, the various derivations of the words are easily manipulated.
To remix.
Remix.
Remix. When it goes wrong, you remix it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
We could leave that one there, and we may put another ending on.
Another ending.
Now let's take a look at question 6. How might some revision of previous language experience be included into this extension work? Please feel free to stop the tape before continuing.
I've written some sentences here, Paul, using the words from the mud brick story, and also words from stories that we have done before. There's words in here that we built on, like mixing and remix. Also there's spelling words that we talked about, bay and may. If I read a sentence, I would like you to show me which sentence I have read.
Okay.
In this activity, Maureen has combined words from previous language topics with the current language experience topic and word study. This creates a whole range of new sentences, ideas and structures with which to work.
Gwenda? No?
We will be in the mud house by May.
This one?
That's right. If it is too wet, I remix it.
This one?
Water, sand and mulch are mixed.
Mulch are mixed.
Would you like to try reading one of the sentences? You can choose which one you'd like to start with.
All right. We'll start with the Gwenda. This will be an easy one. Gwenda helps to mix mud bricks.
Good. That's right. Try another one.
Another
now.
one?
Did that one well?
Well, Barry and Camille like mixing mud.
That was good.
Right?
The way you had to look at the next word to get that one.
Did I get
was
that?
good. Can you do another one?
Another one. Water, sand and mulch are mixed.
Yes. We're doing well here.
Right? If it is
Constant revision of previous language experience and words in use is imperative and has to be included in planning.
by
With some imagination and forethought, old work can be often inconspicuously included in all new work.
you
It's like two words.
you
That's one word.
can not.
That's right.
Oh, you cannot use a mixer.
That one.
This one,
Cement.
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 Yeah, well, you can't use a cement mixer. Gets clogged up.
Right.
Okay.
With all that straw in it.
Yeah, it just won't turn for you. The land is the bay.
That one is
This
near.
one, near,
And is near
near the bay.
the bay.
During this exercise, Maureen has taken note of those words Paul has had difficulty with, so she is sure to include them in future lesson planning.
You will know all the words because we have worked with them in the stories that we have done.
Right.
Now you will notice there are some spaces here. So the sentences aren't complete. And the idea is to fill in the spaces. I'll read the sentence through with you and we'll try and work out the first one together. Which word will go in the spaces?
Whilst closed exercises are a form of reading comprehension, here, most importantly, it encourages the reader to use the context of the passage in predicting an appropriate word.
Let's go through it again.
Here, Maureen is effectively combining revision and extension work.
What's the word you would put in
Bricks,
there?
yeah.
It is important to remember that all of the activities that we have seen here have come from the students' own experiences, interest and language.
So
Right.
I'd like you to write the word bricks and water in there. You can check it on the story
Right.
for writing it in. All right. Let's have a look at this one. Do you think you could do the other sentences, Paul? Read them through and put a word that would go in the space so that the sentence makes sense. Could you do that on your own?
Go.
I'll give you the story. That might help you spell the words.
Right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to make up some sentences similar to these with some words missing, and you can do them for homework.
Okay. Okay.
Do you remember I made some sentences last week from words that you had read from the Mud Brick story and other stories? Well, this week I thought that we could both make some new sentences.
Okay.
So while you were having a break, I took a lot of the words out of your alphabet box
Right.
And we're going to use these to make sentences. So firstly, I'll make a sentence out of the words that are here, and then you can read that to me.
Right.
And then you can have a turn at making a sentence yourself.
Okay.
So, you make mud Can you read that?
You make mud bricks.
Well, I'll put these back
Right.
where they were. Now you...
Now I've got to pick them out.
Now you pick them out and make a sentence.
Gwenda.
No.
Gwenda.
Recognise that one?
Yes, Gwenda. This one helps.
Yes, helps.
Right. Gwenda helps. Mix.
Yes.
Mix.
Mix.
Gwenda helps mix. Mud.
Mud.
And the bricks. Gwenda helps me. Here we go. That should please her.
Would that really please her?
Gwenda cannot mix mud bricks.
Is that because she doesn't know how to do it, or what?
Oh. Well, it's a bigger sentence anyway.
Do you think she'd like to know that you'd written that one?
Well, yes, as long as I made up the sentence, I don't think she'd mind.
Oh, right. I thought that might
She
let her
better
off the
not.
hook. I'll make another one now, Paul.
Okay. Yes, we better hide that one.
Language experience creates a firm foundation for a solid, integrated, whole language approach to reading and writing. What you have seen is not prescriptive, but should give you a foundation on which to work. Ideas, extensions and variations are limitless. Remember that language experience is not only possible, but effective at all levels of literacy, and most importantly, it does not finish with flashcards, but is extended through work such as stories, books, albums, letters, poetry, and instructions. Work the students are able to relate to and be proud of. The video, Language Experience Case Studies, shows just a few of the many applications and extensions of language experience that tutors are using successfully with their students.
Is there something there to do?
Yes, but it's not written down here. Not that I can see.
You wouldn't tell me about it.